So it's finally happened. It only took them long enough, but Gigabash has finally gone physical, and we're going to talk about my first impressions on the game, because despite it coming out a few years ago, admittedly I kind of waited until it finally got a physical, and since it did from the Limited Run Games, we're going to talk about it in today's episode. So once again, welcome to another episode of Monster Mayhem, and welcome to the CesArcade.
Get ready to crumble.
But this was a game I was looking forward to playing, but I really did want to wait for a physical edition, and I knew it was going to happen eventually. It only took a little while, but here we finally have it, the physical for Gigabash. Unfortunately, through Limited Run Games, but not unexpected, let's be quite honest here. So one thing we need to get out of the way is a lot of people are asking, is the complete game on the disc or cartridge, and does it have all the DLC? No, it does not. I can tell you right off the bat, without even opening this up, that unfortunately, because of how expensive the licenses for Godzilla and Ultraman are, they have to charge for those DLCs, and they're not going to be free ever. They have to make their money back somehow, and I could completely understand why the game physically does not have the DLC already included on the disc or cartridge. So here we have it. I ended up going with the PS5 edition rather than the Switch version because I figured this type of game I want to personally play on my big screen TV and looking the best it possibly can. So here we have the physical edition of Gigabash. I'm gonna change the camera around so I can do a quick opening of this copy. And Gigabash. Here on the front we have all the different monsters from the game, all original characters and designs, obviously inspired by some of the classics of the genre. However, it looks really cool. The cover art is really nice, and let's take a look at the spine here. Looks good. The back, some information there. Kaiju or hero, battle in the chaotic arena and rise as the king of the titans. And this is Limited Run Games, number 84 for the PlayStation 5. Awesome, looks really good. It says it's got at least 16.6 gigabytes worth of data that needs to be installed into the PS5. So let's just quickly open this one up. Plastic wrap off. Feels like it's just a disc in here, thankfully not a loose disc. No manual, unfortunately. Oh, wait a minute. Perhaps I spoke too soon. I thought they were done doing manuals, but I guess they aren't. Thank Christ for that. Alright, let's look at the disc. This is looking pretty nice. There's some inner artwork on that. I'll pull that out just now so you can see it. Quite simple. You got Gigaman there shooting his beam, and the logo's right there, and it's got a very nice film style look to it, which is pretty cool. And let's take a look at the manual. So the manual is quite small. Obviously, it's pretty simple. A few pages, no more, no less. The Titans have awoken. Here are the controls. I heard many good things about this game. However, it didn't set the world on fire, obviously. Here are some of the Titans and heroes you got. We got Gorgon. We got Pepe Juras, Thundertross, Wooly, Skorak, and Gigaman, Rawa, Rohana, Zyva, and Concrete. Now, these games, like I said before, inspired by classic arena brawlers like the King of the Monsters series, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, and all those great games, War of the Monsters, for example. I'm looking forward to checking this one out, so what I'm going to do is get some gameplay of this one and talk about my first impressions without the DLC. So let's get to it. Alright, so right off the bat, if you want to know, this game is still being supported to this day, so it's still getting updates. Like I said before, it's not complete on the disc. However, I gotta say, first impressions, I played it for around 30 minutes, and I kind of love it. Like, you can't really ask for much more for an arena-based kaiju brawler than what Gigabash offers. Sure, it's a bit on the simplistic side. Personally, I would have liked to see the monsters have a bit more in terms of the movesets, but what is on offer here is quite fun. Sure, the repetition can set in, but that can set in for any arena-based fighter or any game in general. But from what I played so far, I'm having a good time. It's got quite a few modes to offer as well. Apparently there's mini games in there that I even scratched the surface of yet, and a story mode. Some of the monsters still need to be unlocked, just a few of them, and then the rest are DLC, which is, like I said, the Godzilla and Ultraman one. If you would like to see me talk about those in a separate video, I will likely do that for Monster Mayhem. But I gotta say, from what I'm enjoying so far, this game is pretty fun, and what it offers here is just pure non-stop action when it comes to kaiju. And it's great because it's got like different stages and hazards. Like in this one stage, I was being attacked and my opponent was also being attacked by this robotic version of one of the kaiju that I was using, which was quite cool till we took it out. Then in this level in particular, a volcano erupts, so the lava just completely overflows and takes over the city. It's great. You can even see the little people running around. You could squash them. You knock them out of the buildings. The amount of details in here are hilarious. And I'm really loving it so far. I mean, look, there's a freaking hamburger on this building that you can throw at somebody. Amazing. Personally, my favorite right now is Gigaman, but that's because he's based off Ultraman. That might change, however, once I get the Ultraman DLC. But from what I played so far, Gigabash is such a fun little arena-based kaiju brawler that I highly suggest if you're a fan of Godzilla, Ultraman, all that good stuff, King of the Monsters. Definitely check this out if you haven't already. It's been available digitally. I believe it goes on sale from time to time as well on the digital storefronts. Me personally, I'm a physical guy, so I had to wait for the physical edition to come from Limited Run Games. I don't know if Video Games Plus is going to carry any of these, but I hope they do because more people need to experience Gigabash. It's not a really expensive game. It's the kind of game that we don't get anymore from the big publishers at all. Like Atari used to be the one who did it, and Pipeworks. Unfortunately, we still haven't gotten a remaster of the Godzilla trilogy on those games, but Gigabash is great, and I gotta hand it to Passion Republic Games. They did a fantastic job so far from what I've played, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. If you played Gigabash, let me know in the comment section below who's your favorite kaiju in the game. Anyways, this was my unboxing and first look at Gigabash. It's been around for quite a few years, like I said before, but I wanted to finally give a crack at it, and so far I'm having a ball with it. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and smash that subscribe button if you're a fan of what you see here at the Scorpio CesArcade, and I wish you all a good game, and good night.
Super Retro Force.